everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Esme and today I'm going to share my TBR for the Steel Crow Readathon. The Steel Crow Readathon is a readathon hosted by Shealea from Shut Up Shealea and is all around the book The Steel Crow Saga by Krueger and various prompts surrounding that same book. You can read the book itself, you can read for the prompts, you can do both. I'm gonna do both. I have all the prompts set out, and luckily for one of the prompts I'm reading the Steel Crow Saga itself. The readathon is already running at the moment of filming this, but only for a couple of days, and the book I was already reading counts for one of the prompts, so I will get into that later. So the readathon has 8 prompts, and all prompts are in one way or another related to the Steel Crow Saga. And I was happy to see that almost all prompts fit with one book that I have on my TBR card. My TBR card is currently just books that I bought or received in 2020. But that's like fine. I have the card here. I'm gonna pick up the books and tell about the prompts. The first prompt is an adult fantasy written by an author of color, and I decided to go with The Wolf of Oren-Yaro, written by Villoso. It is an adult fantasy, like the prompt said. It is the first book in the Chronicles of the Pitch Queen series, and the premise looked really good. I've pre-ordered it, so I got this really nice bookmark and a signed book plate. I really look forward to reading this, as it is an adult fantasy and I want to read more adult fantasy. I want something a little darker, more bloody, and this seems to be exactly the book for that. The second prompt is a book with a black or mostly black cover. The book I'm showing is a placeholder for that prompt because I have a couple of books on my birthday wish list with a black cover that I will probably be reading instead, but I don't know if I'll be getting them. But for now, this is a good second place. The Starless by Erin Morgenstern. I heard so many good things about this book, and it seems like the magical experience that I'm currently looking for. I won this book in a giveaway on Instagram, and I am very excited to finally read this. I haven't read The Night Circus like pretty much everyone else, but I will see how this book feels to me and then decide if I will give The Night Circus a go. The third prompt is a book with a bird on the cover or in the title, and I have chosen to read Wicked As You Wish for that prompt. Wicked As You Wish, written by Chupeco, is one book that I have looked forward to reading so much, and I'm so glad that it finally came in the mail this week. I know you can't see really a bird in the cover or the title, but there are tiny little drawings in the letters, and right here is a bird, so I'm taking that. Because really the only other books with birds on the cover or in the title are books that I already read. The next prompt is a book with a metal in the title. So this is where I will be reading the Steel Crow Saga by Krueger. I don't have a physical copy, so there will be a cover floating here. I will be reading it on my e-reader, and I am very excited to read it because I heard so many good things. Like obviously otherwise I wouldn't be participating in this readathon, but it seems exactly my cup of tea, and I look forward to get through it. I'm pretty excited for the next prompt, as it is a prompt that will fit a book that I've been dying to read for like a while now. And it is reading a book with a sapphic or female-on-female romance. The book I'm going to read for this prompt is The Rise of Kyoshi by F.C. Yi. It is the prequel of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is queer, it has my favorite ever avatar, and I just can't wait to get to this. The next prompt is a standalone novel with 250 pages at least. I will be reading Belle Révolte from Lynnsey Miller. It is historical fiction with queer characters, and the premise that I read on Goodreads just sounded so good. I actually won this in a pre-order giveaway from Lynnsey Miller herself. Big shout out to her because her work is amazing and you should check her out. I'm especially excited for this as it is both quite high on my physical TBR and it has ace rep, and we need more of that. We need more ace rep in the world. So go buy this book, come read it with me. It is amazing. The 7th prompt is read a book told in multiple point of views. And this is where my current read comes in. So for this prompt, I'm reading The Deck of Omens, written by Lynn Herman. I got sent this book by Tiny Books for reviewing purposes, and I am already loving this so much. I'm about halfway through. I hope to finish it today after filming this, and I hope to have my review up before this video goes live, and I will have a link in the description. One of the reasons that I love this series so much is because bisexuality is very normal in this world. It is accepted, and you see bisexuals of all sorts, experienced, inexperienced, and it just feels good to see bisexual characters, to see them treated well. There is just a lack of proper representation that just lets the bisexual characters be without having to prove that they're queer enough. So yeah, I really recommend reading The Deck of Omens. Please pick it up. Support an amazing author so she can write more of this. So the last prompt is reading a book featuring an animal. So I decided to leave this prompt blank for the time being because I don't think that I will be reading all books that I've talked about, let alone 8. And I want to keep some breathing space, maybe use this prompt as a sort of wild card. Anyway, if I do get to this prompt, I will figure it out in the moment and I will update. So this is my TBR for the Steel Crow Readathon. I'm very excited to read and enjoy the company of the people in the Discord dedicated to this readathon and hang out with them on Twitter. It's an amazing readathon that will just maybe give me the nudge to start reading more during this pandemic. I'm also glad with this readathon as I am able to get through the books that I have bought and received in 2020. Because if I don't get through them immediately, they will most likely get on my shelves and be there for a long time before I finally get to them. That happened to like most of my books. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!